Hi, and welcome to my Inner Power Yoga YouTube channel. I'm Brenda Schnabel, and I'm a yoga therapist where I help people like yourself feel better physically, mentally, and emotionally using various yoga and Ayurvedic techniques.
To improve our range of motion, we need to work on the muscles to get them to stretch. Once you've warmed up the joints, like I showed you in the last video, begin with the grosser muscles, the big muscles. And that's what I'm going to show you today. We're going to work on the triceps, the hamstrings in the back of the legs, and the quads. So, to work on those hamstrings, which can be very pesky, we're going to sit nice and tall. You're going to bring one leg in, press the leg into the floor, pull that kneecap up, and flex that foot. Roll the shoulders back, pull the belly button in. This is all very good prep work for the stretch. If you just go in and fold over, you're not going to get the benefits if you had just taken the time to do all this stuff. So make sure you get yourself nice and set. Take a deep inhale, exhale, and hinge at those hips. Don't bring the head down, don't collapse into the back. You want to keep the back as flat as you can. And walk the hands out a little at a time. As soon as you start to feel yourself rounding, you've gone too far. It's not important whether you touch that foot or not. Keep pulling those toes back. Each time you want to go down a little bit farther, take a deep inhale, and then as you exhale, hinge a little bit farther, walk the hands out. Now, if that is a little bit too much, you need a little help to keep the back flat, to keep the legs flat. Use a strap, wrap it around the ball of the foot. Roll the shoulders back against it, nice and tall, pull that belly button in. And like you're rowing a boat, you're pulling back on that strap as you're folding forward towards that foot. Once you get down here, just breathe naturally, deeply. If you find you're holding your breath, just stop. Exhale and take a deep breath in. And as you inhale, come up. You want to do the same amount of time on each side. And for a good stretch to really take effect, you want it to be at least 30 seconds. To stretch the quads, we're going to be in a kneeling position with one foot in front and the other foot in back. You're going to want to put a blanket underneath the knee to protect that kneecap, especially if you have an injury to the knee or sensitive knees. You're going to want to start in what I call the high school trophy pose. It's this picture in everybody's yearbook where they're all lined up like this, where the knee and the hip and the knee and the ankle are all in a straight line with each other. Start in that position, then make sure that the shoulders are over the hips. As soon as you start to feel yourself leaning forward, the stretch in the quadricep gets diminished. If you feel like you want to go lower, and need to go lower, then move that front foot out. So start here, roll the shoulders back, pull the belly button in, and sink those hips. When that quadricep wants to stretch more, you can, again, move that foot out and keep sinking down. Think about bringing that hamstring towards that calf. Lift up through the pubic bone, through the front of the body, lift the heart. Now, once that stretch becomes easy, another way to deepen that stretch is to bend the knee and bring the foot towards the bum. Make sure that you're not landing right on top of that kneecap. But what is on the floor, what is on the blanket, is the part of the leg that's right above that kneecap. So sink down, begin to bend the knee. You can reach around for the foot if you'd like, or just lift up, or you can use that strap around the foot to hold on to it as well. To stretch the triceps, we're going to use a belt to start out with. Now, I will give you a little hint that this might not happen to you right away. It took me 12 years, yes, you heard correctly, 12 years for me to be able to do this pose. So if you do this consistently and honor your body, you will be able to do this eventually, barring if you had any injury, of course, to the shoulder. So to stretch the tricep, we're going to first lift the arm up and then bend the elbow to reach your shoulder. Sit nice and tall. And then take the other arm around and walk it up and grasp the hands. Now, in those 12 years that I wasn't able to do that, this is what I did. I took a strap, I touched my shoulder, and then I used the other hand holding onto the strap. And eventually I would walk it up a little bit farther till my hands touched. Try to get each elbow to reach the floor and the top one to reach the ceiling. If it's like this, you're not doing much stretching of the tricep. And then slowly release and do it on the other side.
Thanks so much for visiting my Inner Power Yoga YouTube channel today. I'm Brenda Schnabel, and be sure to follow me on my blog and Facebook page for other tips and techniques.